Hello. So far you have learned to build a paragraph, you've learned to sound more fluent. But let me ask you this. Can you ask questions confidently in English? Not like a robot, but like a real fluent speaker. Today, I'll tell you how to ask the right questions in everyday situations using simple tricks and natural rhythm. Let's get fluent with questions. So, asking questions is powerful. It helps you start a conversation, get information, show confidence at work or while traveling. So, let's upgrade your question skills in three parts. Part 1 is yes no questions. These are questions that start with do, is, are, can, will, etc. They get a yes or no answer. So, the basic question is, do you like coffee? And it can be converted into the fluent version as, do you drink coffee in the morning? Or do you usually make it at home? So, more examples are you free later? Can you help me with this? Will you be at the meeting? So, all these questions will get yes or no answer. Add soft words like usually, a bit, at all to sound natural. The next part is WH questions. These begin with words like what, where, when, why, who, how. So the fluent examples are, what do you usually eat for dinner? Where do you work? When do you take a break? Why do you wake up early? How do you spend your weekends? So add usually, normally, kind of for fluency. So let's practice. The statement is I wake up at 7. The question will be what time do you usually wake up? Next, the statement is I go to the office. The question of this statement would be where do you work? The next part 3 is polite and smart questions. English speakers often soften the questions to sound more polite or professional. So instead of what's your job, say what do you do for a living? Instead of can you help me, say could you give me a hand with this? And instead of why are you late, say did something hold you up? So use could you, would you mind, is it okay if to sound polite and fluent. So today you have learned how to ask yes no questions fluently, ask WH questions that sound natural, use polite forms that sound adult and professional. You're not just learning English, you're living it. Very good. So now it's the practice time. Think of three questions you'd ask a coworker, friend, or stranger. Use one yes no, one WH, and one polite version. Comment them below and practice out loud. For example, do you usually work late? What do you eat for lunch? And could you help me with this form? I, I'll check your questions and help you improve. Well done and keep it up.